So, good afternoon. So, welcome to another episode of Echomerx product videos. So, in today's video, we're going to demonstrate our weighted tape dispensers. There was no wobbling, no slack when you're using the 3-inch core heat tapes on this weighted heat tape dispensers. So let's go. Let me just address the issues on the slackness and also the wobbling. So if you have worked on the heat tape dispenser, and especially the 3-inch heat tapes with a plastic rim, this is the 10mm I found it on Amazon. I won't mention the name. And typically they have a plastic rims, and this is 10mm. So this is a typical heat-resistant tape. But the problem with these on the industry-wide is that when you find a heat tape dispenser and you put the heat tapes onto the core, especially like, for example, like this one here, they're very loose. Look at that. And they're slack and wobbling around, especially when you have multiple heat tapes on this core, it would just totally fall off. This is also on a manual heat tape dispenser, and look at that. It's pretty loose. So there's slackness between the diameter of the core and also the heat tape, and also there's wobblings on that. Basically, when you turn the heat tape dispensers, and they're just wobbling around, which is not an ideal situation. Some people hate that. But why is that? Well, it's because when all these core were made, they were not actually made for the plastic rim. They were actually made for these paper rims. Look at that. And all of a sudden, it becomes very tight. Same with this one here. And this one is even tighter to put it in. Look at that. Look at how differently they behave on these same core. So the core somehow were manufactured with this paper rim adhesive tape in mind, not the plastic rim. So how do we solve that? Well, of course, to solve that, you need to have a core that match closely with these type of plastic rim heat tapes. And that's where I feel our weighted heat tape dispenser is designed for this job perfectly. So let me just demonstrate. And this is the core. It's triangular. So this is that same plastic rim heat tape. And let's just put on our core. And look at that. See that? It will not even move at all. I'm just holding that, and you will not hear any sound of that, any rustling sound of the heat tapes on the core. So it just means that very, very tight. Okay? So, and it's very easy now. So once you put this, you can just turn it. Regardless how much turn you run this, the tape will not fall off and will not wobble on the core. So that will be the best feature, one of the best features on our weighted heat tape dispensers.